and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 5 for some more multiplayer racing. For this one, we are in A-Class using Ford Mustangs. You could use whichever Mustang you fancied. I've gone for something... Well, I tried to build a Mustang Boss, and I did not like what I built, so I then built something else, and I've got a Mach 1, and I believe I'm the only one that has gone for one of these. The other rules for the vehicles is they had to remain rear-wheel drive, and well, as you can see, we've got some big chunky tyres on the back, and these cars are going to be tasked with not only driving on tarmac but on dirt events as well. There's, well, as we can see with that Shelby, that's on some off-road race tyres. There's going to be a mixture of tyre strategies going on for this, possibly. I am hoping... I've kind of got fingers crossed my car should be a good tarmac car. Now, anything on off-road race is going to be, of course, far better, in theory, on the dirt stuff. But they're going to have so much power, or I think in the case of the Shelbys, I think they're going to be so heavy that they are potentially going to... They have so much power for cars like this. I put this on off-road race tyres, it wouldn't use up as much PI. I've got about 650 at the moment. You're probably running 800 horsepower in A-Class, and going to be so unwieldy and have no grip because of the off-road race tyres. Well, not bad, just do not give you as much grip as the rally tyres that I have. Yeah, I think there's a lot of different plans. We will see how it all pans out through this session. I'm hoping the Mach 1 is going to be pretty solid. You know, there's always the hope. The Fox body looks quick, actually. That has just come through. Now, there is another theory you could go for. Oh, bloody hell, that Shelby has got a lot of straight line speed. There is another theory you could go for, and that is you might stick your car on semi-slicks. I didn't contemplate it. I didn't in the end, but yeah, go on semi-slicks. No, you're going to do terrible at the dirt events, except you're going to do terrible at the dirt events, and just focus on being as fast as possible on tarmac. The Fox body got in trouble there. I don't quite know if it got bumped or what happened. Certainly lost a bunch of time on the exit there. I wasn't expecting to be able to make that one work. We are to the outside of one of the Shelbys, and we are going to make that one work. That will move me up a couple of positions if we can get past the Cobra, which we do. Oh, a lot of understeer in the final corner. Oh, the Shelby with a lot of oversteer and a wall tap on the way through. Right, what can we do back here? Now, I've got a lot of understeer from my vehicle, which, I mean, it is partly the way... I mean, I've got 275 front tyres, 345 rear. It's always going to naturally want to understeer. And I mean, I do prefer my car to understeer than oversteer, just maybe not this much. Oh, sorry, Fox body. I was looking for a way past the Shelby. This is not a line you want to take for an overtake. Yeah, I was trying to look for a way past that Shelby. I was trying a slightly different line, and that was not a line that worked. For us, we might get the pass done here because we might be able to keep it to the inside for this next corner. The Shelby's a great idea. They just, even on a circuit here, this is a circuit more for power cars, and even then, this does not seem to be working for them. They are just too ungainly in the corners. It is a classic Mustang that is leading the way. Fox body's in a smidge of trouble through that final corner. I don't know. That Fox body's strange. It's got some serious speed and then struggles in other places, and I can't quite figure it out. Can't quite figure out where I can utilise my car's strengths so far. But yeah, okay. We might be in the battle for the podium here, depending on how fast the really classic Mustang ahead is. We are going to nudge the Armco. Oh, damn it. And then there's me just pushing a little bit too hard, getting myself in trouble. That Fox body doesn't really seem to turn into the hairpin very well. That's probably where that's where we got it on the start of the race. That's where we might have the biggest advantage. And if it does get held up at all fighting third, we could maybe close in on this battle. I've just got to get everything right myself, which is easier said than done. I don't dislike my car at the moment. It's not bad. I have a little bit of a lift through there. Ooh. It's definitely not bad. I don't think it's the fastest car here. I think it's competitive, which is, at the end of the day, say what you need to. I'm probably not the best driver in this session, but if we've got a car that can fight, if I can get everything right, we could be in the fray. So yeah, now I'm hoping the Fox Body is going to lose some time here fighting. That would be my best shout at a little bit of a recovery here, because having messed up the bridge before. Oh, Pers is going for that line that I tempted, only did it better than I did. Mo has then gone wide into the hairpin. I'm probably overdriving a little bit now, just desperately trying to catch up to this fight. We've only got one more lap to go afterwards, and they slowed each other down a little bit, but it wasn't enough, and then I've overdriven the next corner. If I get my car stopped and turned, I can carry some good speed. On a good lap, I feel like my car is very fast, but I don't do enough of them, and we got a little bit carried away almost through that corner, a little bit sideways on the dirt. Just didn't quite got the pace. We might have pace for fourth if I hadn't made little errors, maybe. It's easy to you know, postulate what ifs. That is for sure. I've not been actually driving this bridge very well in this car either, which has not helped matters. It's better this time around. It's a little wide on the exit. We'll get away with a little wide on the exit. I think that Fox was bloody fast. Oh, and I've locked the brakes up. Damn it, it was looking like a good lap. Yeah, just locked it ever so slightly. But again, it's overdriving the car at this point in the race, looking for any advantages you can get. Yeah, a little too much understeer in this. It has got front. He's running full aero, but yeah, if I've got some of the understeer out of it, I think it could be quite good. I think it's going to be a bad final lap. I think it's going to be a challenging session for me. This one. It's got some pace. It's just very difficult to access it. Yeah. Very close between the top three. A little bit off. Shall see what the next races bring, though. We head to the River Scramble for our next race. Now, I mean, we're on rally tyres, right? They're not bad. They're not terrible. But there are going to be cars better suited than us. There are going to be cars equally, maybe some cars worse suited than us. We will have to wait and see, really, where things are gonna fall out. So Nooster's Mustang is definitely on off-road race tyres. I spotted that one, as are, I believe, the two Shelby Mustangs, Art and Panda, I think, are both on off-road race tyres. Now, this track is not fully dirt, so the off-road race tyres do not have as big an advantage around here as they will potentially have on some other circuits, but they are still going to have a significant advantage on half the lap. So we're not really expecting to do much about those. Now, hope for me is the Mach 1 has very big rear tyres. I'm hoping the Fox Body can't get as big a rear tyres, and it may struggle on the dirt, but we will have to wait and see on that one, really, as we are now into the dirt section. Indeed, it does look like there is a car struggling. Oh, I apologise. I was getting assistance as well through that one. No, that Mustang may well be on better tyres. That classic one, wherever it is, yeah, that might be on the proper tyres. It certainly seemed to have better traction coming up there than we did. Wheel barrel down the hill. Now, I think the boss ahead, I think Silver is on... I think they're on rallies, but I am honestly not completely sure. I didn't pay. I think they are on rallies, actually. Yeah. So they won the first race. I'm pretty sure that car was on rallies from what I saw. So, yeah, that thing has got some mighty good traction out here. It's a very big gaggle of cars. Now, what might help us, what might save our graces a little bit here, is if that big gaggle of cars stumbles over each other a lot, and us three on rally tyres don't, which is asking a lot, let's be honest here. But if we manage to figure things out and sort ourselves out, we could maybe make a little bit of a break for it here. Like, damn, this section here makes no real difference whether you're on rally or off-road race. This section here is where it does matter, as I have immediately locked the brakes and gone wide. Again, I'm struggling a little bit with brake locking. Although that wide line actually wasn't too bad through there. Art is on the charge with the Shelby that's on the right tyres. We've had a better lap this time around, actually. Right, let's get this down the hill. I mean, this section here we're flat. I mean, we're flat and we're carrying good speed. It will just be in the traction zones. That's where the big difference is going to come in between us and the off-road race-tired cars. We have chased down the boss, which I'm actually surprised about. I'm not going to complain, but we have chased it down. However, just looking at the mini-map, oh god, that's an alarming amount of cars. Right, as it falls to you, hold the line. Keep those bloody things behind as best as you can. And it might well fall to me before the end of this race to do the same. Silver was better through there than me this time around. We did a slightly different line through there, and it was not the right one. Okay, Mach 1, you have been good so far. I mean, you're sliding about a bit, but we're on dirt. That is very much to be expected. Okay, third gear, is that going to do the trick? It did well last time, so I'm going to stick with that. Still, Fox Body is holding on, because they all caught, but they all caught as the tarmac section, and the Fox Body is quite good through there. So it's kind of going to hold them up a bit. That's what we're relying on. I can't... This is not the easiest condition to be driving my car in. I want to be seeing what's going on behind, but this track is difficult, and yeah, I can't really be looking. We are pushing the boss, though. Oh, no! Well, don't need to look. I've seen what's behind me. Don't like it. Oh, we're going to try and get to the inside of the boss. I actually had to do that. That was more of a defensive maneuver. I do apologise. It's a little bit of a rude pass. Silver would not have been expecting that. It was a little bit of a rude one because I had to go because Noobster was right there. If we didn't dive to the inside there, Noobster was going to get both of us at that point. In the end, we have kept Noobster behind, but I think it's only a matter of time before that finds a way. We are through this first section. Noobster is right there. How on earth are we ever going to hold that car off on this lap? I don't think we can do it. Well, we'll try. We will do our very best to try, and helped by the fact that Silver's got back past again. Yeah, go on, Mustang boss. That 2018 Mustang is just going to have so much more traction than we do up here. There it is. It's right behind me. It can go inside, it can go outside. I'm going to get it wrong through there with some understeer. Yeah, it almost didn't matter what way I tried to cover. It's just going to have too much traction. We're going to be slipping and sliding our way around. I mean, it was a valiant fight. I think we fought as hard as we realistically could in this one for a rally-tired car. But Noobster is going to take this, barring a mistake at the end. I mean, it won't quite... Art's up to third. It won't quite have the grip for this final corner, but it's flat out because you're not going quick enough. Oh, good race. That was... I'm slightly gutted we couldn't hold on for a little bit longer. However, it was always going to be such a huge arse. The fact that we stayed up there for as long as we did is quite cool. But yeah, there we go. Noobster got victory. We clung on. I mean, I tell you what, actually. Our car, of the vehicles not on off-road race tyres, our car was bloody good. I think Yeats in 5th might not have been on off-road race. That might be on rallies as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Pears' car did not quite like that track as much. Yeah, so our Mach 1 is quite good off-road for the cars that wasn't actually built for the off-road bit, but there we go. I'll take it. It's a podium at the end of the day. We head to the Plaza Circuit into the city for our next race. I mean, I gotta say, my car, in theory, should be better suited here. I wasn't expecting to be running so well on the previous race. I have just realised as well, my car is on race suspension, which... So me and Silver are both on race suspension, which is not ideal for the off-roading stuff. I didn't mean to put... Well, I didn't mean to put mine on race suspension. I didn't really think about... I built the car without really thinking about or contemplating the dirt aspect of all of this. So... Oh well. All is fine. Let's see what happens here. I mean, we've got that... I'm expecting the Fox body to be fast around this track. This is a real twisty circuit. So the power cars are unlikely to enjoy it. The hope is that we might not be too bad. I think we've got another one of the classic Alex builds that is kind of fast in a bunch of places, but there's always something that's a little bit better than it. Yeah, it's what happens. The Noobsters to the front. It's going to be really difficult on off-road race tyres to hold at the front here, because you'll have some power down the straights, but you're going to be struggling for traction. As you can see, Art is also really struggling in the traction zones here. I don't want to get held up behind Art too much, although Pers might get held up behind Noobster. That's the hope, is that the front two may hold each other up. Art just cannot take that corner with that level of speed, which is to be expected. They're on the off-road race tyres, so we will dive and we will make that one work. All right. Good news is, as I had hoped, the things are happening as we wanted. Oh, sorry. We're all getting checked up now by the leader, who is... I mean, that car is just out of its element here. It'll be very fast down the start-finish straight, I should imagine. Pers with a brave dive to the inside. The thing is, though, you've got that move done, and now you're about to go lose it. Into turn one, maybe not quite. That Fox body's got some good acceleration. Maybe it's the 2018 Mustang is just struggling with traction, actually struggling to use the power it has on those tyres, which you would do. I think... Oh, although Fox body's gone very wide, that is not what it wanted to do. We are going to try and be very sneaky. I saw my opportunity. We might actually be able, because as Noobster slides, we might be able to be sneaky. That was a hell of a opportunistic pass. Yeah, there was a mistake from the Fox body, and we absolutely pounced on that one to take ourselves to the lead of the race. This is looking better. I mean, don't say too much, because cars behind I know are stupendously fast. Oh, and that one's had to go to the inside. And Noobs is going to get both of us again. I think Pers lifted and waited for the bump. Yeah, I suspect it was more of a dive on Noobster and just outbrake themselves. Oh, bloody hell, another challenger has turned up. What is going on here? More cars are turning up. Well, we've got to deal with another one now, and I don't know what tyres you are on, because I've not really seen your car much. You might be on semi-slicks. Honestly, I kind of wish I had done it at this point. Jesus, that thing is rapid. It is... I've probably talked about it in the previous ones and completely forgotten. Whatever it is right there. It's now our turn to be the one that is being held up. I just cannot do it. That will go and take second place, and that can go and challenge the leader. Now we've got another car turning up to have a look. The boss has turned up back there. Bloody hell, that's just got too much grip for us lot. Oh, yeah, you two tangle. I'm going to shove my nose where it's not probably wanted, and we will move our position. I almost did to yeet exactly what got done to me, so it's really easy to do. This has been an absolutely bonkers race at the Plaza Circuit. Now, who has got more traction? Who has got more grip? Who is able to make the most of their cars? There's a hell of an anti-lag going on from the vehicle ahead. It's got some serious acceleration through there that I just cannot quite live with. There's a car having looked to the inside. All crossed up, thank you. I will take that, thank you very much. We will get back to the lead of the race. This race has had, and I've messed it up immediately, this race has had far too many lead changes for a race at Plaza. We did end up scaring Yeet a little bit there. I came across a little bit late. Noops is not going to go around the outside here. You're never going to make that pass work, especially not in the car that's really struggling for grip. Right. Oh, and there's all sorts of exploring going on back there. Who the hell is going to win this race? I have no idea, but we've got one more lap to go. I would quite like the race to be over about now. That would work for me if we could just finish this race now, and that would be lovely. This has been absolutely insane, and there is still one more lap to go. Please get turned. Bloody hell. Whoever gets the lead is just immediately in trouble. Almost every leader has made mistakes, especially down this section. This section has caused a lot of the issues. We are going to kind of just park it a little bit down here. Oh, struggling a bit now. We were doing okay. Now I've got the lead. It's all gone horribly wrong. Because, yeah, we are struggling a little bit with turning. Oh, it's still that understeer. I mean, it's not going to really got better on this. The Mustang boss is all over the back of us. Behind. Christ, my brain is struggling to try and keep this car together for an unlikely result while commentating. Come on. Okay, we've had a good run through that middle sector. That is what we wanted to see there. Up the hill we go. Don't hit the curb like that, you idiot. Bounced us wide, and now we are potentially vulnerable at the top of the hill. We are going to go into full defensive mode through here. The boss is definitely looking. Don't know whether it can quite get past there. It can't do it. Noobster's secured third. I don't quite know what happened to Yeet, unfortunately, through all of that. The boss is close as we head around the final corner. Don't get beaten to the line. I don't think we're going to. It's going to be close, but I think it's going to be just a little bit too far back. We will take a victory, and what a mad race that one was. Jesus Christ. We've done Plaza a few times. I don't think I've ever had a madder race than that. That's just insane. That was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I had a bit of a scruffy final lap as well, which didn't really help. Went wide at turn 1 and we went wide coming up the hill. We got away with that one. Oh. Bloody hell. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. Honestly. I mean, I'm happy with the result. I'm happy with the battle. Jesus. The Mach 1 came good in an unlikely... well, probably a more likely location compared to some of the races. Well done, Mach 1. We head next to the Baja circuit. Now, this is not going to be... well, it's not going to be great for me. In terms of the off-road race tyre cars are going to be very quick here. This is a full dirt circuit, and while we held on surprisingly well with rally tyres at the River Scramble, it won't be the case here in terms of a victory. However, we do have a bunch of other cars on rally tyres to be fighting, so yeah, we will try our best to put on a decent showing, really. The Fox body is right behind us. Where is... okay, Silver's a bit further back with the much older Mustang. We'll see how this goes, really. We are off and underway. I think Noosa realises it's going to be a straightforward race for those on... I say straightforward race, those on the off-road race tyres. They're definitely going to have an easier time here, so they're going for a bit of fun. Going through the pack. I think it's going to be probably Art and Noosa that are going to be the ones at the front. I just don't know who else might be on those tyres. That is not the line through there. Third gear, I mean, actually third gear's not too... third gear kind of works for me in some of these. I'm going to... maybe not quite there. I don't know. Maybe I should have left it. That SVT might be off-road race. Oh, there's a Fox body going very wide. I will try and sneak my way past. Can't quite do it. Can we run high line here? Oh, he tried. It let go. No idea what... I still not figured out what tyres that classic Mustang has on, because it caught us at Plaza, and... way, very quick there. Which makes me think it's not an off-road race. We might fire it to the inside here. I've got a lot of understeer, as you would expect. Come on, get turned, please. There we go. That has worked, at least. Right, we're in fourth for the moment. Oh, God, that's a gap. Fully expecting that to go to the inside, not the inside that was wide open compared to the outside that was very much not, but, you know, fair enough. There was still a Mustang size width. It wasn't much more than a Mustang size width, but there was a Mustang size width there, so go for it. Right, we're going to have to be a bit defendy, I suspect. It's kind of difficult to defend around this track because there's quite a few different ways you can't necessarily just defend in a conventional manner. Whoa. So yeah, you can look for different ways. It's good in an attacking sense. You can try some different lines to make passes still. I don't think on the rally tyre cars, mine is one of the better here. We will jump through that puddle. I am at a terrible angle over this corner. It's going to wash up quite wide through there. and I can't do a huge amount about it. But that's fine. We will consolidate our fourth. Not as far back from art as I was expecting. So I guess the top three are all off-road race tyres. Can't imagine there would be anything else. Oh, no, they're not going to. The sort of pace they're going, they're not going to be. Then there's a big gaggle of cars behind. They're all scrapping for position. That I don't know what I presume are mostly rally tyres. And yeah, if I can stay out of that big gaggle of cars, we can probably have a nice chill fourth place, really. Or we make a little mistake, the gaggle catches up, and then it goes from a nice chill Sunday drive to all sorts of... I think we need a chill race after the Plaza one. We need a calm, relaxing session. I've been quite impressed with this Mach 1, to be honest. It's another car. I've never built this one. I've never really used it before, certainly in Horizon 5. And it's, yeah, I can't really fault it too much. I mean, it's out of its comfort zone out here, of course. That was always going to be the case. Actually, I can't remember. It's a bit understeery. I would like a little bit less understeer. If I could, and if I was better at tuning, I could potentially tune that out a bit, maybe. I feel like there is a very good car in this that I am not quite I'm not quite right with the setup, etc. But yeah, I'm relatively happy with it. We've got a slight reshow. We've still got a little bit of a gap back to the pack. So if we can not do anything dumb this lap around, that would be good. Don't know. Well, they're still squabbling. I don't know what Weird Day is running in terms of tyres back there. I have a feeling that might be an off-road race because it was quick initially at the River Circuit, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, but who knows. We will maybe... I think if you're an off-road race, you probably have caught me by now. Maybe. I don't know. We will see, actually, considering how quick that dot is catching. I'm going to say probably it is. Can we fend off, really? There's... thing is, we can... Like, here, we're not too bad. It's not awful on the rally tyres. It's just the traction zone out of the last hairpin. That's what's going to be really problematic for us. We've only got to do it one more time, and we are a little bit ahead. But this is just where we really struggle. Although on the rally-tyred cars, yeah, we are definitely the best. Don't quite know why. We have big rear tyres, but so there's a lot of cars here. Yeah, we are definitely the best rally-tyred car when it comes to the dirt, which is cool. An accidental trait of my vehicle that I wasn't really going for. I'll take a fourth. Honestly, I mean, that is, you know, one of the worst, well, I say one of the worst kind of things we can ask of our vehicle. I'm happy enough with that. And yeah, we're down in terms of... Jesus, 1:09. Yeah, we're down in terms of time to the cars ahead. We weren't going to do anything. We couldn't catch them. They're all on, as you can see, they're all on off-road race tyres. But yeah, I'll take the best of the rally tyre finishers, to be honest. Pleasantly, you know, continuing to be pleased with the Mustang. For our final race with the Mustangs, we head to the Estadia circuit. A track I always love driving around. Will my car be suited to it? Maybe. We will have to see. I think there's a lot of cars are going to be quite quick here. This track, as I've said plenty of times before, but this is a great balance between, you've got some long straights, you've got some high-speed corners, you've got some medium-speed corners, you've even got some low-speed corners towards the end of the lap. So yeah, it's a very good test for the cars. What's going to be my undoing is potentially the front end in this. It can sometimes be a little bit uncooperative, to be polite about it. That may be what causes us issues, but we will have to wait and see. Really, I will do my very best to make a... See what, actually, I think this car feels nicer on cold tyres, and the balance feels nicer on cold tyres, which is very, very rare to say, but it does actually legit seem to be the thing. Like, yeah, the first couple of laps it feels quite good. Curious. It's slightly frustrating. If I knew more about how to tune the car, I could probably have this be an absolute beast, but alas, I do not. The Fox body was a little bit slow through there, and we're not going to be close enough to profit from that. Unfortunately for us, Noosa has got in front with the power car, and like we will probably pass through here. Maybe. Not quite. Issue is... Oh, there's a gap through the middle! That's not quite what I thought I was going to do. I'll take it. The madness is returning. Oh, God. Yeah, the madness is back. Oh, the Nissan-powered Mustang is to the outside. I think that's some real straight high speed. Christ. I am going to be stuck in an awkward place because I'm on a really tight line through here that I do not want to be on. We survived, but only just. Right. I think Silver might have got this just from being out of trouble as we all squabble over second place. But, yeah, we'll wait and see what we can do. We'll try and fight back as best we can. Oh, that was so close missing the checkpoint. It's so horrible following a car really closely through that bit. I think I wanted to be a little bit faster through there, but I can't because of the car ahead, so you've really got to sort of tone it back in places. Can we do... We get a great run out of there. Oh, well, I say we get a great run. We were, and then we just got... I put a wheel on the curb where I lit up the wheels first and then found my way over there. It wasn't great, though, for us, and yeah, we just ended up in the back. We do struggle. We struggle a little bit at straight line speed with a 650 horsepower Mach 1 here. Is that car going to be able to hold on the outside? It cannot. Still out of line all the way through that first section. So we have to be quite defensive down into turn 1. And then, yeah, it kind of compromises us through the next little bit, so we're always losing time. Slightly frustrating, but we need to have a good lap, and we haven't got any cars in front of us now, so we can be as fast as I want to through here. And I was too fast. Whee. Don't hit that. Ah, crap. Oh, God, I'm really sorry. I didn't know what way that car was going. I was trying to get out of the way. I didn't know what way they were going to go at that point. That is my bad. I do apologise on that one. Yeah, they kind of committed to going one way, and yeah, yeah, that was terrible. I do apologise, but the one lap where I was on my own, we just pushed it too hard through there, and that's the problem. I just don't quite know what the car is capable of at that juncture. It's definitely capable of a lot more lap time than we've got out of it so far. I just need to get everything right. I think this is one of those cars that is close to being very good. I'm just not consistent enough with it. And with a bit of tuning work, it could probably be very good. It feels like it's close to being really fast. If I can get it right, I felt there's a lot of speed in this one. There we go. Now that time around, we got the chicane very nicely, but we're not close enough to have a look. I don't think. We're better through that. The car is strange. It's through some of the twisty stuff, it's better, and then through like significantly better than the cars around. And then sometimes it just doesn't seem to quite have the grip. It's yeah, a little bit of a funny one. This is a better lap. There's more speed in it than that as well. I think maybe a high 1 minute is possible with this car. A lot of quick cars in this race, if that is the case. But right. Come on, what can we do about the car ahead? It's slightly out of position for the run up the hill. Can we really profit from this? We're going to try and keep it pinned down a little bit. We weren't quite there. Do you go for a big send into the chicane? I don't think we're actually going to be quick enough. We're not going to be able to draw alongside. We can be flat through here, but we have to have a little lift because the car ahead was out of shape. Okay, brake early. Try and get a good exit. I braked a little too much. Could we fire it somewhere to the inside? They are defending, which is probably the wise thing to do, given the point in the race that we're at. No, couldn't do it. They moved across, this is perfectly fair to do. They realised what I was going to try. I've done that move a few times on people, to kind of sneak up and dive at the final corner, but they realised that what I was going to try and do and kind of covered that inside, and I couldn't put my car there. There was a little bump, but yeah, we weren't going to be able to outrun them. Geez, some quick cars here. 1 minute 2, 1 minute 3, 1 minute 4. I think we could have been probably a high 1 minute if I could have got a clean lap together. Gee, yeah, they were very fast. They were very, very fast around there. We couldn't quite match that pace. We had a fun little battle over fourth. But, yeah, in the end, couldn't quite do it. Silly error from me. Typical when I was on my own. Really, really dumb error. But, there we go. Well, that was some racing of a variety of Ford Mustangs. In fact, there were a bunch of different ones that were going quick in different places. I mean, we got a victory, a hard fought for, absolutely manic victory. I don't think my Mach 1 was really the fastest for anything. I feel like it could actually be a really good car with just a little bit of practice and a little bit of tuning and a little bit of know-how. Could probably turn this into a really good car. Because, yeah, it definitely had some pace in the right circuits. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. If you would like to sign up to take part in the next one of these, you can via our Discord. There'll be a link in the description. Find the Versus Community sign-up section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.